Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Rams. First quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Taken from about the 12. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangu.
And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Well, this defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
On the give is Nwangu.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
91! Hey, 91! 91!
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, I've heard you say that so much of being a great inside linebacker is diagnosis. And that time he diagnosed things instantly, made a beeline for the football.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. On the return is Cohen. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Bears take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. A 1st down and then some for Montgomery. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key to left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Off play action, Fields.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They snap it to Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Fields throw complete there to Johnson.
Touchdown, Bears!
Juwan Johnson.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Bears are on the board first on the road here in L.A.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Rams, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken from about the 12.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
Going up top. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. Flush to his right. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Give left side here for Nwangu.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Kene Nwangu.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point right down the middle.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zones, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
These two teams all tied after 1. So now a 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs.
From the gun, here's Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Fields leaving it with Montgomery here on the option.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fields. Man open is Robinson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 13-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Read option. Here's Montgomery. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now this time Kaepernick will throw. Then he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete.
That's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 5.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
43 is the mic, boy. 43.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st down, Kaepernick. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil. Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. To throw is Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, you got 3 down, 3 down.
Handoff here to Nwangu.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. On the run is Nwangu.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the left hash, this from 37. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will knot us up at 10. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd down at 4. Back to throw. Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
On first down, Fields.
He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
To the air again, Fields.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have broken the tie. Santos with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score.
17, Rams 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken from about the 12. And he returns this to the 22.
Rams take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Fields.
This one caught by Isabella. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunity.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down.
This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Fields. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. You know, you're following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under. CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Here's Fields. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
Huge article in their local paper this morning saying how the 4 interceptions last week led them to that victory. Here they haven't been able to come up with one, and they're losing. Probably not a coincidence.
I don't think so at all. I think you're spot on, but maybe they put a little extra pressure on themselves because 4 interceptions last week, victory. Right now, no interceptions in this game. Had a chance for one, missed it, and they're losing. Probably feeling the pressure right now.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Now a play fake, Kaepernick. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Eddie Goldman able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
Second and 11 at the Bears' 30-yard line.
After the sack here, second and 11.
Here's Nwangu.
And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing now is Kaepernick. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within one score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap, Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Here's Fields.
Escaping the pressure right.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
Touchdown, Chicago!
Darnell Mooney.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Santos now to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Bears 27, Rams 13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken from about the 12.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off at the 38.
I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Rams 13.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And last time, one-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Got a man open, it's Tyler Higbee. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Again, it's Kaepernick. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Now Kaepernick. Got a man, it's Higbee, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Bears' 6-yard line.
They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. They'll roll him out right.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Eddie Jackson picks him.
And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. 15, check back 16.
Off play action, Fields.
Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
The keeper thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's 3rd down and 9 to go.
The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Now Fields.
Able to find Isabella.
And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, And they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
On first down, it's Fields.
And he finds Montgomery complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15.
They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Man open is Robinson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
On first down, Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. From just shy of midfield, Fields caught by Montgomery. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 40. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Ernest Jones there for the tackle.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
This one swung out to Montgomery.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Chicago, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for L.A., the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.